has a definition, adjective and noun. Number 1, byproduct of the craft process, cellulose breakdown. Number 2, toxic water alkali solution degradation components containing more than half the energy content of the wood. Number 3, carbon neutral renewable source for industrial power generation. 4, potable hydrocarbon infusion of organic molecules such as acetone, tannins, and furanol. Number 5, sugarcane distillate with a specific gravity less than 0.91984. Number 6, containing more alcohol than proof spirit, greater than 49.3% by weight. Number 7, dark rum. Number 8, bile and or body humor associated with foul temper. It's 125 pages. I can't read the whole thing.
Aw, darn.
So I've prepared a medley of the book. Hopefully it doesn't give it all away. Everybody knew somebody. Age of battered pickup. Cigarette load ashtray butt. Everybody knew. Forest town slumber. Those who fell awake too late beneath the toxic blanket. Stagger to heft wood, metal, paper. Numb in the classroom. Toting somber books. Wrestle anachronism. Fear, war, and economics. At any moment, cover and duck and go away laid off from 1,000 mill jobs. Who daydream terminal and sleep off youth in a phantom mental mist. Seek the big exit. Slur wild in a rebuilt English sedan with the boom boom barking doors. Speak whole lives about shout violent minds. Force the edge. Skid joyous in a barren parking lot of snow. Everybody knew. Grease quaff, armpit stain. Snaggle pick, match tooth. Beyond only the responsibly parented survive, everybody knew beltless toddler. Everybody, unrestrained seat bench projectile to the outskirts of wisdom. Everybody knew somebody dead of car wreck. And to the 1969 ambulance, what was the flame panic, the efficient terror, flicker light sweep down dirty dirt side Milltown thoroughfare? But all was soon known, of course. A boy head on and his sister de-limbed aboard a motorcycle. Girl, a schoolmate of mine, who turned to me in class not a week prior, inquired after my closed-off girlfriend, how long we were and why we were not now. Did I hear clear what she asked me? In a burg of non-exception, working work, toilsome industry father, aborted school term, apathy-tuned paycheck reception, struck to watch the medevac lights off slow, short of a hospital. They do that, the industrial men said, when somebody dies in the ambulance. Slow down and take time not to kill anybody else. Consider the moment of the sky and life. Stop pulling lumber and paper craft. Wipe a face and scan community headline. Could I have saved her life? Run and ask the time or $1 a date? Halted for a second, the driveway revs, made fate disalign a swerve second. Next day, as the mills rung black liquor, say again, ambulance, was there audio to emergency ears? Anything told? Hear clear what she asked me? Everybody knew. Opera entered life via shot class. Crusty Italo-Brit motor genius Jack, who, while having us tear down engine blocks, change tractor oil, might curtly cuff a downbound miscreant. Fist reputation a solid, apparent remedy to any problem one might have in institution or in life. from the mouths of those who knew if any teenage boy of us stepped offline or limped the short man from Manchester, Jack will hit him once, said my pal Glenn, who not long before done that and finished that way, and whose air war experience, Burma nearly killed him as it did his friends. DC-3s bouncing off runways, dysentery jungle dirt, and the first jet plane whined thunder of anger and design. At assembly over Christmas, after we played our suite in brass and woodwind, drama had stepped through their Yuletide skit. Lights dim and curtain draw. Nessun Dorma Jack on a bare stage. Confound me. And in 3 minutes of vocal non sequitur, rafters resonant, turned me from confused to quester. Ever since toting books, urbanized in the run to ably pretend sic biglietti la scala, fit in even less for lack of Jack's fist skill to the life I left scarcely think about anymore except when I see a jet fly and the flame of its roar is the aria of Jack. And everybody knew undershirt men, cross-eye sway fatigue, pace toward a next shift to hew and draw and maintain, skirted metal house on wheels, rented concrete, smoked death and liked it. Everybody knew. To call those lucky not otherwise demised of proud ignorance. Out, aside the tarmac, under breezeway shingles huff, shoulder men to shoulder, those whom fate determines, suffer the splint, bruise of forestry, rash abrasion, ragged cut. 20 stations haul 6 grades each. Fresh hewn fir and poisoned cedar, cast iron hemlock, lead log vengeful at the affront of being sawn. Alberni Pacific Division, longest green chain extant still in all the 1973 lumbering world. The crush, tensile authoritative structural beams, to make lurchmen dream of ease, to fade a summer afternoon, more than a beer after the ship, escape so far, deep, from hurtful heat, back crack, fatigue so drunken, horror of wet 2x6 20-foot heft swarm in sodden stacks. But the grain was clear and the tooth rig shrieked delight at blade rip into pure tree flesh, a fusion of diamond fleck, wet confetti about the world of us millers, deaf to the outside pleasance of poised time, mountain view and sea, pleasing shape to put one's hand to. Everybody knew none should crave education. Drop out by 16 or you're not a man. Dream of gambling machines, bing bong but hot for the change girl who is young but old. See us in a Reno bed months later, her old man getting out of the joint. Everybody knew alcoholic. Frown, drink, burp, asleep. Door slam, solitary. Everybody knew your spins make my head stand still. Remember the visual world, mental dervish, through my eyes, a lilt crazy dancer laugh. In my empty room, torque flighty damage to my darkness. There it is, that look of melting chickens, awaiting. Is it red in your hair? Am I thinking beyond sight to see what I cannot? So bright when you speak, the picture is not necessary. Your silence is detention. I exist in expectation to hear electric waves of your face and the way your head tilts when it thinks. If what's wrong comes from something near my pituitary gland, I'll have it excised, pickled in Polsky or Gorky brine. If it's environmental, I'll climb a mountain somewhere, though I'm afraid of heights. Either way, I come to you, parts missing.